Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. And today, behind me is the quintessential bucket list car to review. Behind me is a 2023 Audi R8. Naturally aspirated V10, and this thing is ready to go. So, we're going to review it, we're going to drive it, we're going to do a Dragy, and we're going to see what she's all about. So come on, let's go. All right, I'm not going to bore everybody with going through all the outside things about this and do the normal review like I would some of the other vehicles. But know this R8 is the quintessential sports car slash supercar. This thing looks badass and its stance is badass. And when you think about what a sports car is supposed to look like and what is an attention grabber, this is it. Audi emblems, all black, R8. V10 badging on the side. This thing is unapologetically a sports car, and I absolutely love it. So let's talk about the powertrain. Okay, I can't get a good shot of the engine other than this little bit here, but this is a naturally aspirated V10, and this is the rear wheel drive Spyder version, so it's not the Quattro. So 0 to 60 in about 3.6 seconds. Top speed of 202 miles an hour, and this thing sounds amazing. I took plenty of B-roll of how it sounds, plus when I do the driving you'll see how it sounds too. And it is automatic transmission, and it is absolutely awesome. Now let's take a look at the inside real quick, because it's a lot different than I was expecting. All right, everybody, it stands without saying this isn't the most roomy vehicle you can buy. You have to balance your recline on the seat back versus how much legroom you want to have to the pedal. And of course, you know, you can adjust the steering wheel. But the interesting thing about this, and I took plenty of B-roll of it, there's no infotainment center here. Everything is in the display here with the gauge clusters. So you got your maps, your radio, do all of that. So everything is in there, and there's no infotainment center here. You do have car charging. You do have 2 cup holders here. You got a little toggle thing here. You see your AC. Right here you can turn it on and off, your temperature settings. You do have heated seats. You do have the racing steering wheel, which is flat on the bottom, says R8. Start, stop, your exhaust adjustment, drive select, stabilization control for when you want to get really crazy with it, all your different views and everything. So the gauge display looks really cool, and I actually really do like it. So, but I was pretty shocked that there's no infotainment center and everything's really focused on the gauge display. So I thought that was worth pointing out before we take this bad Oscar for a spin. All right, let's go driving. All right, everybody, we're in the Audi R8, 562 horsepower, naturally aspirated V10, rear wheel drive. We're in the dynamic setting. So let me pull up, straighten up a little bit. I don't know how much rear wheel spin we're going to get, but we're going to see what she'll do. I'll take it. With that, I got a lot of rear wheel spin. I brake torqued it a little bit. 3.6, 3.7 is what most people get with this, that obviously drive better than me, but a 4.2, I will take it. This thing launched amazing. It was fun as hell. Hope y'all enjoyed it. All right, everybody, this has been a long time coming, but we are finally in the R8, and this is the driving portion. It's the convertible, the Spyder performance, 562 horsepower. I'm going to be giving it the business around this parking lot a little bit, then we're going to get out on the road. I'm in dynamic. I've already done the Dragy for it. So one thing to notice, there's no infotainment center whatsoever here, which I think is absolutely kind of awesome. Everything is in here in the gauge cluster. So all right, let's go.
First things first. Engine sound, sport. If y'all want to see how quick it accelerates, we'll do that real quick. That was awesome. This thing redlines at 8,500 RPMs. All right, let's get this thing on the road. So, a couple of notes. You have to compromise how much you want your back up versus the distance you want from the gas pedals. That's one of the things I've noticed. So there's not a lot of room in here. It's tight. But at the end of the day, who cares? That V10, especially right behind you, sounds absolutely amazing. Miles an hour around the curve. What are they, crazy? Whatever. But this thing is, from a drivability and how it feels and how it accelerates and takes off, is freaking awesome. It's got the 7-speed dual clutch automatic. It shifts pretty seamlessly. I do like the way the digital gauge cluster looks. I like the coloring of it. I like how you can make it bigger or make it smaller. I did do a Dragy earlier. This is a rear wheel drive, it's not the Quattro. So I got 4.2. I had a lot of wheel spin, probably the first 15-20 feet, if not more. And I'm not gonna lie, this thing wanted to start fishtailing a little bit from the stability standpoint. So I was, it was kind of, but I think 3.6, 3.7 is what it's rated at on Car and Driver. So I'll live with the 4.2 in real life situations. This is probably a mistake this time of day. how this is on more of a freeway, highway. Let's open it up a little bit. Comment below and let me know if you have an R8, if you've driven one, and what you think about them. You know, because a lot of y'all probably have driven them more than me. I only get to spend so many, 2 or 3 hours with one. So I can be, sometimes my opinion can be a little off depending on, how long I get to drive something. But so far, I do love driving this. I'm interested to see how much different the Quattro version is than this one. Obviously, you can do a 0 to 60 a lot easier and everything, but I think it is a little bit faster. I think the Quattro will go 0 to 60 in 3.2 or 3.3, whereas this is 3.6, 3.7. One of the things I like to do to help me gauge a car's power or a truck's power is when you're doing, 60, 70, 75, is to be able to floor it and still feel how much pickup it's got. Like, will it still push me in the back of the seat at that high range? So when I come back down the other way, that's one of the things I'm going to try to do so that I can see how much pickup it's got at higher speeds. Let's do it now just to see what it'll... Oh, shit. I was doing 70, between 70 and 75 and gunned it, and in a blink of an eye I was up to 100. And it did push me back. Like the engine when I gunned it, I got to get some more pulls when we come back. I want to feel that torque some more, feel that power, and then that engine noise. You do get some road noise here because 1, you're sitting so low, 2, you're in a dynamic setting in a supercar, and 3, because of the convertible. Everybody can feel how this takes off. All right, let's see what we can do here. That was a smooth 114 kilometers an hour. this car is fast, especially on the top end. But when you first kick it in, then all of a sudden it's like once it hooks up, man, this damn thing goes. I love the engine being behind you. It just sounds so much better. Kilometers an hour. Kilometers an hour. I would love to get this thing on like an airport or like on an airport runway and absolutely kill it to see if I can get this up to 200 miles an hour. Was awesome. All right, everybody, there you have it, the R8. Hope you enjoyed the driving portion. Try to put the Dragy in here as well, and hope you enjoyed the review. Comment below, tell me what you thought of the review, tell me what you think of the R8, and I'm gonna head back to the dealership and we'll catch y'all later. Have a good one, everybody.
There you have it, folks, the Audi R8 V10 Spyder Performance. This car was amazing. Is it the most comfortable? No. Is it one of the more fun cars to drive? Absolutely. Special shout out to my friends at Audi in Huntsville, Eric Hodges. Be sure to give him a call. I'll put his information in the description. And remember, when you catch yourselves in the back roads of Tijuana, like I was today, and you got a damn fun car to drive like this, go ahead and give it the business and have a good time with it. We'll talk to y'all later.